What's poppin', folk? How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all doing? Yeah. Easy. Look at my legs, man. Break a nigga face, you heard? They always say you get it from the thighs. Whoop! Rah! Get him the fuck out of here, man. April coming. Eviction service coming. Lazy motherfuckers is coming. Chris, hey, what up? Good morning, good morning. What up, Chris? How you? How you? Hold on, let me I know motherfuckers are gonna say, "Why you got a shiesty on? You're not black. Why you got Why you eating with chopsticks? You're not Asian. Like what the fuck? It only happens with their culture. Like, what up, Chris? Hey, before people start coming in, I wanted to talk to you about how you want us timing out, block or give chances. Give chances, obviously, dependent on you know how it go, Christy. Depending on how they. What up, Frank? What up, yo, BB? Yo, depending on like if motherfuckers come in and say like a little trolling thing. All right, let's see where they progress from there. You used to do it perfectly. Like let them give them a chance, and then if they step over that line, get him out of here. But what up, everybody? Christy, Beezy, Black. What up, Frank? We in the building. Hold on. Let me get rid of these. Ah, yo, the hair looking real crazy, man. I love the growth though. You heard? Like when it starts coming up like that, like baby. You heard? And I always do this like I like to shave this, make it look like a roly poly. All right, audio back. Thank you, Christy. Depends what he's is said, right? I appreciate exactly, Christy. You know what I mean? And I dig it. You know what I mean? I dig like you know my folk. We smart folk, so I already you was doing a great job anyway. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all we could do. You know what I'm saying? Is give people chances if they don't know how to talk. We're all human. You know what I mean? I understood if this channel was based on trolling, yay, what's up, guys? And maybe, but it ain't. You know what I mean? Like a lot of folk, we discuss real shit. Like the last couple of days between Black, you, Nene, Frank, everybody, just Hellboy, all the new ones. I'm caffeinated. Just so many people. I think, yo, what up, Darius? Now you always on time, pa. I always give it like 3, 5 minutes to let everybody, come in and stuff like that. But that's a factory, Christy. And yeah, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta respect it. Like you came to me and we had it's almost like we was at the office and you were like, yo, you know what I mean? So yeah. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. That's why, like I say, a lot of crews, a lot of channels don't got what I think I got, and that's like a female audience that's allowed to be them. B, we not big you up, but we respect, right? Respect goes a long way. So, I'm grateful that my room has gentlemen and class act females. You know what I'm saying? But what up, everybody? $8, random. What up, folks? We outside, we inside, we everywhere, baby, baby. There's a lot to talk about. Shout out to my favorite. You guys know who my favorite basketball player is? LaMelo Ball, man. He just had a baby, and he named him One, Laone. One Ball. So shout out to One Ball. Um, I can't wait in 18 years to see him in the NBA. But shout out to Jordan, man. I always tell people the Jordan 4s are one of the best Jordans. I like the Concords, you know what I mean? I dig the Concords, but yo, look at the antenna on this guy. Look at that, y'all. It keeps growing and flowing and has lost his thing, but I'm trying. It's like obviously, desert plants are way easier as opposed to like flowery. But I gotta learn. You know what I mean? I'm learning, and I'm glad that they still looking healthy. But what up, Darius? What up, Black? What up, Christy? Um,
Of course, Black. Buenos dias. I'm actually in Houston. Yo, what up, Frank? You made that movement all the way to Houston. Shout out to Frank. Yo, Frank, stay safe, man. Because I know that they still have lingering spring breakers. And yo, they showed a lot of these kids. Yo, how the fuck you go somewhere else and you got your gun? Like, yo, it's just crazy to me how the pistol is, and they think that shit is cute. Like, yo, family, I'm gonna tell you once again, everybody, live by the sword, you die by the sword. We learned that young, and they talking about the sword. So when Pac and Big went through their shit, it was live by the gun, you die by that gun. You know what I mean? That's a fact. We need some of them nopales in Nueva York. ¿Cómo está, Frank? ¿Todo bien, mi primo? I hope you have a great day, primo. You know what I mean? I hope you have a great day, man. But yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about. Random, LaMelo Ball with his beautiful. She's a lot older than him, but they had a beautiful baby boy. It's always good for men to have the boy the first round around. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're like him in basketball or various industries where you could kind of uh, what's that called? Nepotism? Like get your kid right in the skip the line. Boot up, smash. Thank you, Darius. Need some. Yup, I got you, Frank. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on. I seen Pierce Morgan get chased out of seat. Somebody accused him of being in the Epstein Island. Um, just a lot of craziness. Yo, World Star. I saw a video of so you know a lot of journalists actually this is how they do they journalism. They put boots on the ground, meaning like if the war's in Iran or wherever it's at, they're there. And long story short, the guy is filming and a missile just falls right next to him, almost obliterates the guy, man. Luckily, he like it blew him away and just debris lands on him. But yo, it is nuts, man. And that's another thing. Like we're over here going to Dick's, we're over here shopping, going to Walmart, doing like living regular, right? America lives regular, man. Just because we have these bodies of oceans that basically protect us. Hence the reason why I don't think we will ever really start beef with Mexico, South America, or Canada, just because of the close the closeness between us. Boot up, Frank. My man Darius is in the building for real, man. But thank you, Christy. Thank you, everybody. What up, Black? Talk to me, man. How you doing? How's your day going? I hope everything good. We had a great one yesterday, Black. And I'm starting to learn everybody's, your swaggy and stuff like that, how y'all talk. So like I don't mean to like jump on words, but sometimes like not sometimes. I just want my room, peaceful and flowing. And I forget I come from the street that, sometimes, we like the lollygag, you heard? So ain't no disrespect coming both ways, you know what I'm saying? Between me and you guys. So once again, I appreciate y'all. I'm lighting this L ski. Let's get the day going. I'm just gonna smoke a little bit though, because lately the weed has been dumbing the kid down. 44, baby. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on. Yo, I heard let's talk boxing, man. Random boxing. Sorry, Christy, 2 seconds. Um Pacquiao fighting Mayweather? That's really happening? I know in April Mayweather and Tyson are fighting. That's exhibition, but the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, the second joint, that's gonna be like if Mayweather loses, he's gonna be 50-1. So let's see how that go. Ageism is weird, man. I think like a lot of people said time is off, the calendar's off. I feel like if you're 50, you're really 40, 30 something, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. If I'm 44, I'm really like 34, I think there's like a 10-year gap. Like something happened with time. Because I don't feel it and I don't look it. And looking is different, right? You could look young, shout out to who's my man, Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp. Frank, talk to me. See? Frank, that's all I really wanted to segue into. How do you blow $1 billion? Can we all talk about that, y'all? How many watches you need, Mayweather? You can't tell the time? We know you can't read. No, no disrespect, you heard? But you can't tell the time, Poppy? You need every watch. Yo, once again, Jacob the jeweler. They asked him a question, which is the most expensive watch you ever sold? He said 18 million. My thought process was, oh, a Prince of Dubai, somebody that's getting that money on a regular. Nope, Mayweather. Mayweather caught that watch, and nobody taught the kid. Nobody learns the man. Mayweather, the depreciation, whatever that word is called, right? It lowers in value. Depreciate. Fuck! Don't smoke. Can I get LOLs? But you know what I mean? Like the price of the price of the car when you just. Thank you, Christy. The price of the car when you just jump off the joint. You know what I mean? Yup. Yo, sub and like, man. Yo, appreciate you, so. That's a great comment right there, man. That's a great one. People don't understand that they were fucking around so much that we literally in another dimension, man. We really is, man. Where right is wrong, wrong is right, left is right, right is left. Like what the fuck? Depreciate. Thank you, Rebel. Nah, no cop over here, man. All right. To my new followers, new people that just jump in my channel. I don't wear these glasses to look cool. These got the mic. These are the Meta Tools. I like the microphone, the audio cue on them. So, shout out to these glasses. I'm going to get the lenses that make it look like regular, regular joints. But Theo Zay, I might not be able to join the live streams on Tuesdays because of a doctor appointment. Damn, it's all good, man. You get to see the replay, just like Christy be hitting me. Replay, nigga, what up? But yeah, Darius, your support. One day, you know what I'm saying? Yo, to my people that come every day, man. Black, you, Frank, now, Nene, Christy, my wife, like everybody that just gives me. But Jamie, I'm not a cop. Thank you, so rebel. I appreciate that. Depreciate. So depreciate just means just like the car joint. You bought a car for 60,000, you drive it off the lot, and boom. I hate you too, face. You drive it off the lot, the shit loses 10, 20 bands, man. That don't bug y'all out. Like I never seen anything in life where you buy something and as soon as you buy it, it's doodoo. And Christy Lock. Yo, do you got some good weed? Yeah, I do. Right now this is Crush. Orange Crush. I thought it was Kush, but whatever. But it's good. It's good pot. I like it. You know what I mean? It's a uppity up. Your teeth yellow. Yeah. Yellows they could be, baby. That's what happens when you smoke. Thank God I didn't drink coffee because them shits would have been really rotten. But shout out to my teeth, man. I bet my shits last longer than yours, you heard? I'm gonna give you that top dog UK. Shout out to UK. I hope you guys are good, man. I hope everybody good in the UK, man. UK's dealing with a lot of immigration and craziness too, man. I don't like that. UK used to look beautiful, man. Now you go to that Times Square, the shit is just dirty and it's just I don't know, man. I don't know what they thought was going to happen by letting everybody into Yo, there was a thing about having papers and that was there for a reason, so not everybody would just come into your country and just fucking depreciate, its value. I know, y'all. What's going on, man? What time is it over there, man? Ain't you the dude who sold me a gas station weed? You laced me. I wish I was, man. I wish I really was, nigga. Nah, man. You don't catch there at no gas stations, man. But Darius, Christy, shout out to everybody, Black, my peoples, Frank. But you know how that go, man. Like kids are gonna be kids, they're gonna troll, they're gonna try to get, they just wanna see you change your emotional decor, right? But me, I got that tough skin, I let it, bounce off of me and then keep pushing. But I understand it, I don't, but I do. Meaning like I understand immature people, but I don't because we never did that, right? We never went on, a messenger and was like, hey, ASO, dickhead. Like it wasn't we wasn't built like that, like just angry and hating everybody. But then when you see them in the street, they don't say enough. That's the thing that bugs me is the keyboard gangster in real life, you're opposite. Like, where's the tough guy act go? But whatever, it's all good. What up, Devil's Night? How you doing, pa? Positive vibes, ladies and gents. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate you, pa. And listen to Frank, man, before you have to put them hands on it. Right, Frank? Sometimes like they play too much, and then when you do something, they cry. It's like, yo, we told you, stop playing with the old heads, man. We still got, we still got it in us. Nah, thank you, Darius. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great I hope everything works out at the doctor. I hope it's just like a little checkup thing. But nah, I got you. I got you, Darius. Thank you, pa. I appreciate you. I'm 44, man. I know I look good, but yeah, man, I ain't afraid to say that age either. And I like North Face. This is a North Face shirt. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry I like Jordans too. Like, and these are Gap shorts. I'm just a regular Spanish guy, Puerto Rican. Z to the A to the wit da da da. You heard? Yo, what up, Nene? That was you. Yo, Nene. Every day you hitting me with the yeah, man. I hope everything good with you, man. Stay blessed. You and the fan band, you and Hubbo. You know what I mean. I hope you guys are great, and I hope you find that crib. Cause guess who moving in? Me and the wife. We coming through. Oh, what up, Mafia from Kurdistan? I appreciate you. Much love for you, and I hope everything is good out there, man. Stay strong, stay blessed, and stay positive. That's all I need for you to message. But yeah, Nene, welcome, man. You ain't old. Thank you, Devil's Night. I appreciate that comment. I really do. Thank you, pa. But what up, Mafia? What up, Black? What up, Christy? What up, Nene? Darius? What up, Devil? What up, Frank? What up, Top Dog? Harley Davidson? What up, man? So, what up, Jamie? What up, Soul Rebel? So, I like to do that. I like to shout out my audience. I like to just give props to you guys because without you guys, I'm just talking to an iPhone. So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hearts up again, man. But yeah, man, Lamelo Ball, man, had a little baby. He named him LaOne, man. LaOne Ball, man. Life is beautiful, man. Like the just like we don't fathom, we don't think about it, but the creation of life is a beautiful thing, man. You not understand that like something is growing in a lady's stomach and then pushes out and is this beautiful creature that becomes us. Like it's dope, man. It's dope. But what up, Devil? Devil, one of them new ones. Thank you, Devil, for rocking with me. I hope you sub and I hope you like my channel, man. Thank you, Nene. Word, man. You know LaMelo, my favorite basketball player, but yeah, man. And what happened to that? What happened to liking positive folk, right? Like, you know, I don't know. I do know this though. Everybody that's gangster, obviously what happens when they get older, they realize that you know that shit got yo random. That shit got little Dirk in jail right now. Imagine this, y'all. You on top of the world, man, taking care of your family, doing shows, money coming in, dressing with the illest fabrics, driving some of the illest whips, and you blew like you threw that away, man. Weekend in the chat, Boricuas, what up, Paul? Aguadilla is where my family from, man. Shout out to San Juan, Old San Juan, Ponce, Bayamon. Shout out to the whole island. Shout out to my Mexicanos también. Tú sabes, Latino forever. Quarter day, if you're going to talk about what broke me, invite me to your table so I can tell you what God did with the pieces. Frank, I think I love your joints, man. I really do. What makes you gangster, bub? Just curious. Not me. I'm not gangster at all, man. I live like I live by me, my rules, my positive aura. You understand me? Like I always when I was younger, I always took in order to get respect, you got to earn it and treat others how you want to be treated. Treat others how you want to be treated. And that always stuck with me for like, life obviously. That's why I have this demeanor like you guys can see a little bit in me, right? Like if you cross that line, I'm a dickhead, right? But I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially not with y'all, man. Y'all treat me great, and I'm gonna do the same with y'all. You know what I mean? So hearts up again, man. Nah, I never talk gangster shit. Nene, no. In fact, Yo, Devil, honestly, go watch my previous videos. All we do is talk about how the gangster shit leads to death in jail. They told us, but it a lot of us slipped through, right? Like we missed death. We missed the jail part. So a lot of us, you see a lot of 50-year-olds, just tattoos everywhere. Yo, what up, SA? Yo, all that craziness. But yeah, man, we in this channel we just trying to learn the younger folk that like, yo, you guys could choose. It's okay to be square. And I hate that there's words for everything that like can label you, but it's okay to live, within your means. It's okay to not act gangster. It's okay to talk low when you're in a crowded elevator. You know what I mean? It's okay to be civilized. I think that's the word. This is gonna be let's talk civilized. You know what I mean? That's the name of this video. Let's talk civilized. Yo, Frank. Yo, shout out to Frank, everybody. Read them joints, man. Them shits is hitting today, Papi. Como ta, primo? I hope you guys are good, man. I hope everybody's great, man. Thank you, Devil. I appreciate you. Shout out to Devil, everybody. We got a new sub in the building. Thank you, Devil. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm gonna hit that 500, then just get my views up. Boom, nigga, monetize. We in the building. We doing it. We going to the ceiling.
Uh.
Yeah, man. I never, yo, like I say, I wear the shiesty so it could throw people off. I do these things like, but at the end of the day, man, I'm regular dude, man. Take off the boogers, the jewelry off. I try to let people know that actually living like that is safer. Living like that, you live longer. Living like that, you sometimes meet the woman of your life. I'm not saying be a simp. I'm not saying be, you know, don't be a doormat. You know what I mean? But stand up for yours. And your word is your bond, man. Your word is your bond. Meaning like everything you say, I hope you stand on. If you tell somebody I'm gonna pay you in 2 weeks the $50 you let me borrow, do the due diligence and pay that person back, right? Because your word back in my day used to mean everything. So shout out to everybody that they word means something, right? Talk to me, Christy. Shoot out. Shout out to you, Devil. That's what's up, Darius. Thank you. Shout out to Devil. Boom. What up, Pack? How you doing, Pack? Uplander. Living a lie ain't gonna help you ever, Devil. That's a factory. Christy, yo, BZ, where you at, compay? I seen a playback. You went at the zoo. How was that vibe? Yo, Frank, let me talk to you, man. So we go to the zoo. It's in California. I think we put the location right. But long story short, you actually are in enclosures that like this is the first time I've been to zoo. I've been to farms where you feed the lamb, right? You feed the animals, the little quarter thing you get. I've been to those little farm zoos, right? But this one was you're in a thing and you got wallabies. Wallabies, if you don't know, are indigenous to Australia, right? And they look like kangaroos. They have the same type of, but they're cute. Literally, yo, Frank, I'm in one is crossing in front of me. You got, birds, the hummingbird. I didn't know the hummingbird was like this big, y'all. Beautiful little bird, man. All good, my brother. Thank you, Pat. Thanks for doing your thing, man, and finding this channel. You and Devil, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Pat, little kangaroos, man. That's a fact, man. But like I have this um I don't know, man, because like to me, animals can't talk, right? They can't let us know what's really. So it's up to us to like treat them humane, right? Like to not scare them. And yo, this is 100% random. Animals know energy. So if you ever see cats coming to you or dogs without anger or without any, that means they feel your aura that you're not a bad person. You know what I mean? So shout out to animals, man. I'm a cat, dog. I love, you know what I'm saying? My man used to have a ferret. My man used to have chinchillas. So shout out to people that just like, getting these weird animals. Yo, I seen videos online of people have otters now. Very, very, very cute little creatures, man. And their hands look like little gloves. Hey, what up, buddy? But yeah, man. I dig animals, man. And of course, I'm not gonna be like, hey, look at this bear or this lion and hug it. You know what I mean? I still know that they are animal, right? We gotta know that part, right? There was a couple that lived with bears for like months and years, man, until one day the bear was a bear. Nigga was hungry. But yeah, man, be careful of the animals you're around. Let's just say that one. But thanks for the hearts, man. I appreciate you guys for real, for real. But yeah, Frank. So we bouncing through these little joints. They had two or three enclosures that you're like literally in there with the animals. One was with the prairies, these little prairie, the ones that dig and shit. They had vultures. First of all, vulture, that nigga face look dinosaur like. You know what I mean? So shout out to vultures, man. Beautiful wingspan, man. I hate animals that are ugly. They don't get the burn. But then if you cute, we're gonna kill you for your fur. So sometimes it's good to be ugly, man. But yeah, yo, like I don't know, animals are cool, man. If you guys have the time, I suggest whatever zoo is next to you guys, go visit it and show Uncle Zay, yo, peep game, man. My zoo got this, my zoo got that, my aquarium got this. I love aquariums too, man. Shout out to Pac, man. Shout out to Devil, Frank. But yeah, man, you gonna see my videos, man. If you haven't noticed, I have a thing with nature. I love nature. I love exploring too. I'm from the Goonie era, right? Give me a map and I'm gonna find that treasure. You heard? I used to love things like that. Like the news would be like, for centuries they've been looking for this giant treasure, right? And you're like, damn, I hope I find that. Like I remember there was a story of a guy. He went fishing. He saw like a little cave or something. He lifted a rock. Yo, the shit had coins, old school coins that were worth, nigga went from zero nair to millionaire in 2.3 seconds. You heard? So, shout out to people finding things, man. But it sucks. Make sure you find it in a public park because if you find it on somebody else's property, that shit is theirs, man. You better not tell nobody. Let me stop. It's a jokey joke. But yeah, man, shout out to Mello, you know, having a baby. And they won. They lost to the Heat about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and then they beat the Heat recently. So yeah, man, the Hornets are for real, man. They showing us that they could play ball, man, and I like that. I really like that. And I like the rookie that's on that team. Uh I forget it starts compare something. It starts with a K, but shout out to him, number 7. Fondest keepers, right, Christy? Remember that? Yo, Nene, where you at, girl? Yo, remember that fondest keeper shit? Losers weepers? Like, and that was real. Like somebody would like if you went to a park and you found like, you know what I mean? A basketball fondest keepers, nigga. Like it wasn't stealing because we were also the kind that were like, is this anybody's ball? I you know what I mean? Or is this anybody's, you know what I mean? We weren't deliberately stealing bikes or, some kids, yo, there's always bad apples, right? There's always a beautiful tree and you always got some bad apples. So that's just life, you know? Damn. And I hate that, man. Like, because a lot of times it's the community, right? So it's donations, it's, that keep the upkeep going, man. And if you're not, showing love, remember what was it, the blackout or no, remember during COVID? Yo, so I'm living in New York City, everybody. Whoever's in New York, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody though. Um, Yo, motherfuckers hopped the fence in the Bronx Zoo. Motherfuckers was stealing monkeys and animals. I was like, what the fuck? You had on guard. Type in like stolen zoo animal during COVID. You gonna see my man driving with a monkey and shit, bambooing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, shout out to the man in Harlem that had a tiger. So there was a guy in Harlem, his little apartment in Harlem. He had a fucking tiger in there, man. I think it was like 2004. The firefighters had to go through the window and shoot. I think they killed them, man. I hope they didn't, man. I hate when they do that. Don't hate. I'm a Houston Rockets fan. My dog is the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon. Yo, Houston looking good too. I always like KD, man. Always love KD, man. Now I wish James Harden was still there, but yeah, man, KD. And they got a couple of young boys from damn, there was a crazy trade, but they picked up a couple of young boys, man. Them dudes that be in the air a lot. Still in the West. What up, still? Darius, my brother. Yeah. Pack, if you guys don't know, Darius is just a cool one, man, and he's just just a cool soul, right? Amen, Thompson. But yeah, man, zoos are like I always dug zoos, man, and yeah, like type in like free things to do in my community or your wherever you guys are living, and I promise you, man. And I'm not saying free 99, like like if the zoo is $5, go to go check it out. But yeah, there's a lot of cool. You realize how much cool shit you got in your state or your your town or wherever you at. That's why, like, I was lucky that I lived on the East Coast, so it was just a couple of hour drive away from to Philly or Boston. Boston has a lot of history, even though they racist as hell. They got a lot of history there, man. Shout out to Boston, man. What's it called? Salem, Massachusetts, right? Where the witches was. Ooh, imagine that. There was really a time where a man could be like, "I think she a witch, killer." What? Because you was mixing herbs or something. Like what? I was trying to figure out the cure for fucking your goofy ass. Whatever, man. You know, history is bugged out when you really, take a deep dive. You're like, damn, how civilized are we now? Motherfuckers used to throw buckets of shit out their window. Whoosh, and then a thing would come in like I don't even think diabolical. I heard the UK still stink like doodle because of all the bucket throwing. No disrespect. I just heard, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's true. Tell me if it's true. If anybody in the UK, does it smell like doodoo out there? I know in Jersey it smell like doodoo when you pass all them farms and shit. You smell that doodoo, that farm doodoo. Thank you, Darius. I'm English, not true. Oh, so all right, there you go. Thank you, Pac. See, I always like that, man. The fact that I have this communication tool. Thank you, Pac. I appreciate that. Now I'm re update that firmware and UK don't, smell like doodoo. But thank you, Pac. And there was no disrespect in it. Yo, I'm from an era where rumors literally would fly because there was no internet really. So if you heard like don't go to Cali because they, do drive-bys, motherfuckers is really scared. You know what I mean? We've had sewer for 500 years. I appreciate that, Pat. Integrated that system, right? Boxes or brief. Oh, what up, Rev? I'm gonna go briefs again, man. I don't know why I like briefs, man. Don't get it twisted. In my early years, I used to love boxes. You know what I'm saying? That freedom. Let's just say freedom. Shout out to the men that know what that means, man. You're like sometimes you don't gotta go too crazy, right? A lot of people, I don't know. Sexuality is so like in America is so like ugh, it's such a thing, right? Thank you for clearing it up, Pat. See, Nene, right? Like it's don't be scared. Anything could happen anywhere. I live in Mexico, and people before I lived here 2 years ago were like, "Don't move there. You're gonna get kidnapped or killed." None of that happened. Yo, Hellboy, thank you, pa. Another Hellboy, man. Thank you, Hellboy. I appreciate that, man. And that's another thing, right? Like it's good to learn. It's good to know, right? Because there's certain rumors or stigmas or stereotypes about certain places that you may not go and miss out a great chance. Because Mexico got a lot of like the further you go into South America, they got the Mayans, so many cultures were building beautiful landmarks, man, beautiful creations, man. GK Rebs, what up, man? It's chat. How is everyone? What up, sweetheart? Welcome back. Thank you for rocking and coming by again. I appreciate your time, your support, and your subs, man. Thanks. And once again, thank everybody for your subs, man. That means a lot. Your thumbs up, that means a lot. You sharing my video, that means a lot, a lot. It gets me in with like they like to say algorithm, you know what I mean? I like to just say keywords. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Iran, da da da. Hiya! But what up, sweetheart? What up, everybody? But yo, Frank, let's talk about it. Everybody, is Mayweather going broke or is he? Like, you know, thank. Oh, that is you, Hellboy. That's what's up, Hellboy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you, Christy. I also live in Mexico City. It's in a place like Sonora where cartels are bad, but they don't come to Mexico City. That's wow, man. And it's great to learn this information, everybody. It's great to know because on our side of information, we just think that, when you go over there, you going like you said, get kidnapped, ransom, you know. I just what I'm saying? But little do we know, right? I do know that they love Coca-Cola out there. They love their soda, man. Thank you, sweetheart. Yo, you guys are amazing, man. Amazing. I can't put this shit together no better, man. I got you, Hellboy. And that's what I was saying, Hellboy. That I love when people go, yo, that celebrity's going broke. Yo, their broke is our rich, right? It's always like that. So yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with Mayweather. I don't want to throw, dirt on his name because 50-0, that's still a remarkable record. And he was one of the greatest fighters, man. His that little technique, that shoulder joint, he got from his uncle is amazing. And his pops, the shout out to the Mayweathers, they really in the boxing game. And Mayweather got some dude under his I keep forgetting his name, man, but he a light-skinned dude. He's 18 years old. Trust me, that man's gonna be a powerhouse in he's he's a little bit, he's like 145, I think, a little bit underneath like the tanks and the other guys. But people also need to understand literally, I always see this chart, right? It shows you from like 1 to 12, your body's skinny, you know, your body hasn't got there yet, even if you're lifting, right? But by the time you hit your 20s, your later 20s, you start chunkying up, you start getting, you know what I mean? Like, because I was skinny forever, man. I was like, what's going on? My metabolism was crazy. And Spanish, Puerto Ricans, we skinny, skinny, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, Mayweather going broke. He's not paying rent on some of his spots. That's what I heard. I also heard he sold or is selling his jet is one of his and that's another thing, man. People don't like a lot of people get into these things not understanding the upkeep of these items you purchase. Yo, the upkeep of a jet is fuck. First of all, you need a hangar. That's number one. Number two, the gasoline on that motherfucker must be outrageous. You need a pilot, right? So I know he probably had those things, but it's still a lot of money to maintain all those cars, to maintain all those cribs. Like Nene said, it costs a lot of money, man. So unless you're selling these things, unless like you said, these are investments that he's flipping, yo, a lot of these spots you just end up holding on to, man. That's what they call a portfolio, right? They look in his portfolio, he owns property all over, and they're like, that's amazing. But every month, he probably has to spend, 5 million, 10 million just for all, like, that's insane. Stop buying watches, Mayweather. We get it. Yo, we get it. Your jewelry's amazing. We get it, man. Stop putting ice all over you're depreciating all them watches, man. Wait, I played way too much in Mexico. It was crazy then. I don't think he's going broke. He's got a lot of money and a lot of investments. I got you, Hellboy. Darius Glad, thank you, sweetheart, for being you guys. He doesn't use his money quite the right way. Yup, I don't believe, but yup, he's going broke maybe. Yeah, it's hard to say. And then they just came through. Yep, Mayweather going broke, man. Darius going okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, Darius is that one, man. He a cool soul, man. Sweetheart, are you still trying to get enough subs to go live? Yeah, sweetheart. Sub to me. I think you already are. Once I see one of your little thingies, I'll try to jump on like I do fan bow. He owes a lot of expensive jewelry still. Why is he getting back in the ring? Money, yeah. And Mayweather just get a real job flipping burgers or something. Imagine you go to In and Out. Imagine when Michael B. Jordan went to In and Out. Across from him was Damn, May, I told you. And then May, all his jewelry, like, yo, that is insane, man. Like the whole jewelry thing, especially when they trick people to think that diamonds, like how rare are diamonds if I still keep seeing diamonds everywhere. How rare, right? Like they tricked y'all, man. You know which ones I liked? I like rubies and sapphires. That's the red and blue, right? And even emeralds and jade. Those are good stones, man. Christy, yes, thank you for thinking and remembering. It really means a lot. Thank you guys for being sensitive to each other. I appreciate that. I'm subscribed already. Thank you, sweetheart. I've got your girlfriend, your family. Yep, got you. Primo, fried pork chops. Primo! What up, Nicholas? Arroz con pollo con las chuletas, primo. Ven aquí a mi casa. Once or twice a week, man, I whip up the rice and beans for my wife, man, and I cook really good. I learned the other day how to cook rice. I used to add the rice first. Nope, you let it boil first, and make sure for every cup of rice you do 2 cups water, right? So I usually do 1 cup of rice because rice is like spaghetti. You think it's a little, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? But Christy, the hard part because I work 2 jobs. Damn, sweetheart. Also, I maybe it's harder people to notice me. Don't worry, sweetheart. We're gonna bring that attention and positivity towards your direction. And I promise, with hard, I don't want to say hard work, with just consistency. That's a great word, consistent. That's what I'm doing. I'm being consistent, right? And I think it'll pay off. I know it will pay off. Just be consistent. I think I might be part vampire. Shout out to you, Hellboy, because I've been the same way and I had same look since I was. Yep, that's different in my tattoo. I'm 36. Yo, Hellboy, what is it, right? That's why, yo, hell, that's why I be telling people I think something's off with time because it's weird, man. Like, and it's not like, remember they say at like 30 something, 40, you gonna start feeling aches and then I felt a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing a couple push-ups and walking won't handle and water, right? Just make sure you taking care of your temple. So when you hit 30 something, 40, you're already ready for the war of Father Time. Nene, thank you. Appreciate you so much. Hi, Nicholas. I'm catching up, y'all. Mine went by really fast, but I had someone help me out so I can imagine how hard it really is. Wow, Christy, I got to jump on yours, man. Christy, thank you. Means so much. Fry yuca. ¿Cómo está, Frank? I love rice and beans and Spanish chicken. Shout out to yep, arroz con pollo, pie, con bichuelas. Arroz is the rice and bichuelas is the beans, y'all. Christy, I didn't know you had a channel. I just subscribed. Yeah, you see? Yo, everybody, let's show support. You know how we do though. Y'all know how. Thank you. Means so much. Yeah, sweetheart. You came to the right channel. I promise you on that one. Thank you, Nene. I don't do it anymore though. Ah, no wonder. If you do, me and Nene, Darius, Frank, everybody, we fan bow. We in the building. Black. You know what I'm saying? We got such a cool breeze. Where's Cool Breeze? We have such a great team, man. Christy, do you know it's not on your pick? Like, comment, and subscribe to Theo Zay. Yeah, man. Randall, let's talk about arroz con bichuelas, man. So yeah, man. You boil and make sure it starts bubbling, right? Obviously, that's the boil of the water. Make sure you put a little oil, add salt. Okay, guys, salt is huge because salt rice you don't want it to taste bland, right? That's why we have beans, right? So it doesn't taste bland. So you got the rice going, bang. You add this is the beans right now, y'all. You get a big can of red kidney, boom. Tomato sauce, boom. Recaito and sofrito, boom, boom. Chop up olives, and make sure you chop them up because the juice of the olive can make so you want to try to get as much juice out because olives are very salty, right? So you add that. If you're good enough, you could do potatoes like my mom's does, you heard? But and little pieces of ham. But there you go. You got your beans going. You stir. Make sure the beans aren't sticking to the bottom of the pot. You stir. Always keep your mind on the beans. You know what I'm saying? The rice, you put a top on. Once you see the rice like start getting holes in it, you gonna notice. You spin it once, let it dry out. The rice is Gucci, man. Yeah, man. That is like the old school. That's why I suggest if your parents are still in your life, grab that fucking recipe because I already see it, man. Random, they closed 400 Wendy's. These fucking corporations rather close the business instead of lower the prices. Listen to me, y'all. They rather close the business instead of lowering the prices. So you know what we got to do? Learn to cook, man. We gonna hit that kitchen up, man. Why you think they raising gas? Why you think they raising electricity? Because they know it's fucked up, man. Everywhere you move, they trying to bang you, man. McDonald's used to be the option of fast food, cheap, right? Nope. Nigga, I go buy ground meat for $5, $6 and make them burgers out of it. Make them spaghetti and meatballs, right? But like I said, they raising the gas, they raising electricity. So everywhere I turn, they trying to hit me. It's like it's sick, man. They not playing fair, man. They not playing fair, y'all. My dad makes delicious rice and beans, is skilled in the kitchen. That's what's up, sweetheart. Smoking gas takes the aches out. Seriously, that's a factory, Nene. The whole world is full of illusions. Hellboy, you nailed it, man. Exactly, facts. 100. Thank you, sweetheart. So true, Hellboy. But a lot of shit is unveiling for our eyes to see. Yup. And somebody said, like, we're, I think we in the year of Pisces, or we moved from whatever we're going towards. It's the unveiling years, meaning like things are being shown, things are being seen. Look at that. You think in the 80s, 90s, Epstein Island would have got caught? Paperwork would have came out? R. Kelly, Diddy, none of them things would have happened in the early 2000s or the 90s, man. Everybody was really Fight Club. And if you don't know Fight Club, my reference goes like this. In Fight Club, they all had somebody from each industry. They had a lawyer, a judge, a cop, a this, a that. So when it was time to do what they do, watch Fight Club, man. It got Brad Pitt in it, and one of my other favorite actors. He's great though. Fuck, man. He has a cool name too. But long story short, man, Fight Club, it just shows you that it's almost like when you go to college and join a fraternity. What the fraternity really is locking you in into a network where you could call a friend, man. You could call a friend, man. And some of those networks are strong, like the Masons and shit. They got the skeleton blood and skeleton bones and all them joint skull and bones and all them shits. Yo, they locked in. How you think Bush Jr., yo, my man, yo, couldn't even coherently say a sentence, but he was president of the United States, man. That goes a long way if you ask me. That's nepotism for real. Jordan, Aries, my son is coming up. That's a fact, sweetheart. You knew what I meant with that about the yup, yup. Now it's mad money sick. Yup. And it's weird, man. As soon as motherfuckers want to start cooking, gas used to be $29, $30 a month, man. Nobody was really. Now you're going up the ante? We don't want no more data centers. We don't want no more. We don't care about AI, bro. I don't care to make a video of Tupac eating a In-N-Out burger. That's not my. I'm not. We try and figure out solutions to what's going on now. There are issues and problems that we need to figure out now. I don't care if we do every month. We collectively get together and figure out a solution for one thing each month, each every 3 months, maybe each year, because these motherfuckers are slow as hell in politics. However long it takes, but let's figure out one thing at a time. Taxes, let's figure out. Yo, first of all, yo, a lot of countries don't do what we do, man. That's taxes, tipping, insurance on health, car. There's a lot of shit they be jacking. Land. Yo, in other countries, you buy that land, that's yours. That's your piece of land, man. You can put a casino on that. Let me stop. Let me see, Nene. I won't eat at none of these fast food joints anymore. It isn't real meat anymore. That's a fact. A Chinese spot in ATL had a freezer full of frozen dogs. What the hell? Yo, facts, facts. They utilizing different type of meats. Rat, cat, dog. Trust. Some of us have eaten something that we thought was chicken. Remember that what was that saying, y'all, back in the days? It tastes like chicken, right? Everything tastes like what? Chicken. Hmm. Hmm. Damn, me, what the hell? Yup, me too, sweetheart. A place in New Jersey where my mom went had a bear head in the freezer. Wow. Then they amazing stories. Thank you. Then they, oh my God, girl, that's so scary. Like a cook of homemade food and homemade. The age Aquarius, all knowledge will be brought to your eyes. Thank you, Hellboy. Thanks for the connection. Thanks for the alley oop, everybody. I appreciate you and sweetheart. Smash that. I appreciate you, Darius. What up, Pa? Thank you, Pa. Here's a heart for everybody. Here's one for you, D. Pause. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, man. Everybody know I'm an uncle figure, right? So I hate that like everything now is like, pause, no homo. Is like, yo, man, we could, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a grown ass man, like, you know, but it is what it is, man. When will you get that gift button? I'm a shit get shit going, but I think right now I want to just concentrate on gaining audience and not making it feel like it's a Ponzi scheme or some shit, right? A lot of channels you go to is like you find a connection and then midway you hear join my class, motherfucking Patreon, and I understand that's ways of monetizing your content, monetizing you, right? But right now I just want to maintain my key audience and just sending a message. That's what I really want to do, and if I and knowing me, when it gets monetized, that's the flow I'm gonna go to. You know what I mean? But I'm flowing. I'm the fish in the water, just you know what I mean? Just doing me, man. Not trying to bother people. Don't bother me. I ain't gonna bother you. Type joint, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. You got that life for many subscribers. Yeah, man. And that's that. Like I say, my channel. I wanted to like put a smile on your face. You know what I mean? I got a lot of weird shit I do, right? Like you know, nobody's perfect. Always remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody is perfect. Look at that gap. Look at my nose. You know what I'm saying? Like I got weird. You know what I'm saying? So look at my eyebrow game. So I know that nobody's perfect, man. But the person you are inside is the person you are outside too, right? So who you want to show, it better be a fucking cool people, man, because a lot of people like to show this ugly monster, and it's like, yo, that ain't even you, right? So, let's be kinder to each other, man. That's all I want, just kindness and like throwback love, man. Everything became monetized, everything became transactional. You know what I'm saying? If I love somebody, I love somebody. It has nothing to do with like it's just fucked up, man. And it's fucked up because the kids got to go through this and they know, man. They know. You could feel it, man. Something ain't right, right? Everybody's like, I see videos, yo, I'm feeling weird, man. What's going on? Because it ain't right. What's going on ain't right. So you going to feel it. We humans, man. You know? Ain't no reason a landlord charging, 3 grand for for a spot that he ain't even modernized. The boiler busts out every fucking 2 months. He gotta redo the door handle. It's like, yo, get out of here, man. You know this and say this. Yeah, sweetheart, you are easygoing and it's amazing. Thank you, ma. Yeah, man. You gotta, yo, I'm telling you, man, if you just I think that's why it genuinely comes off. To Frank, Nene, and you know why I always respect the female audience because you can't pull the wool over females. They know a sucker from the women know, man. Women know a simp. Women know they could get over. Like so, when I got a female audience of well-established women doing it, it's like, yo, shout out to y'all, man. And then my wife, like, it's like, yo, I can't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming amazingly. Word the mother, man. Darius, thank you. Glad yup. And that's another thing, man. I like his energy. I like everybody. Frank, from Mexico. I got Nene, you know what I'm saying? Philly, we got Christy, Michigan, Detroit. I'm learning everybody where they at, what's going on, the 5 year, like it's good to know each other. Like we shouldn't fear. Now, too much information is like too we grown up to know that, right? But it's just good, man. My channel, I think it makes people feel good. So that's why we clock in. It's like, oh shit, yo, my nigga's gonna be on. Let me holler and see what he's, see what's going on with Zay real quick, right? But I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you, Nene. And that is the humbleness, man. Is knowing where you is in life. I'm not, claiming I'm not, yo, I'm unemployed right now and I'm so grateful for my wife, The flowers are in her court right now. But am I not gonna build? Yeah, man. I've been here about 6 months, 7 months going. I'm gonna get that gig, even if it's a part-time thing. Just being there for somebody is a wonderful thing. You know what I mean? And I never, like, I always had opportunity just to be just enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a little my son, but it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. Like, and I understand why people ain't having kids, but just have a kid. Trust me, it's cheaper than you think. You know? Don't smoke, y'all. Let me see. Thank you. Miss you too, sweetheart. Yup. People broke my heart because they used to use me for cakes and then I wasn't there and when people passed away. So I feel bad about that. Yeah. Yo, ma, don't ever, humans have a great way of manipulating others, right? Humans are we perfected the victim role in some cases. So a lot of times you could be doing so much good, and if somebody doesn't recognize it, guess what? You're not supposed to be in my space. Because I don't need a thank you every 5 minutes, but I at least need a recognition that I'm doing good or right? And a lot of folk don't do that, man. And then when you take something away from them, then they want to act, yo, you didn't tell me thank you, but you gonna tell me fuck me? I already know the cloth you at. You heard? I already know the cloth you is. Notice this, everybody, in your 20s. What did you have a lot of? Friends. Especially if you was in your 20s making this, some type of dinero. You had a lot of friends. And some of them were loyal. Some of them were there for the right reason. Some of them stuck around. So shout out to my family, my friends. But call me a middleman. A lot of folk, would hit me just for that. And it was like, you realize after years that, they're not in your corner no more. And like I said, they didn't tell me thank me, but they quick to say thank you. So that's when you could tell, man. And in order for you to avoid that situation, Uncle Zay is gonna help you. Make sure your circle is with people that actually can say I love you, people that actually have your good wish well upon you, you know what I'm saying, when they're not in your circle. A lot of circles, as soon as you leave that circle, they're gonna go to a square and start telling all your business, man. And I don't like that, man. Why is everything gossipy? If they don't know, they don't know, right? It's one of them joints. If you don't know, you don't know, man. Just know I'm not a pedo. I don't got warrants. I don't got felonies. I don't hit women. You know what I'm saying? I tried my hardest with my kid, man. So it is what it is. The flip coin, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I strive to be Zay, and I was always a good person, man, regardless of my circle or what I was around. And that's why in other videos I tell you I was around real killers, real men, real gangsters that appreciated my energy, appreciated me not trying to be like that, appreciated me just joking and making them smile. Yo, there's some people that don't smile, my niggas. Word the mother. If you go to NY, some people really don't smile. So when I'm around and they smile, that shit it brings, it makes me happy knowing that they had a little, at least 1 minute, right? In they crazy life. You know what I mean? I need to learn how to not take it like something wrong with me. Yeah, sweetheart, nothing wrong with us. Nothing wrong with us and nothing wrong with them either. It's just that they don't know what they losing. Remember that. You don't know what you losing until it's lost, man. A lot of folk just, use. We're in a, like I said, in a transactional using type society where if you're not useful, you're not around me. And it's just that's not fair. That is not fair, man. Let's bring back Dungeon and Dragon days where we were all shit, pretending we was a door for Elf. Bring back motherfucking basketball tournaments. Just there's so much like kids have to offer than showing a gun on their belt, than going somewhere to another place and destroying it. That's not what we are as humans. We've learned better. You better have. We got this far, everybody. 2026, man. 2026, man. Nene, thank you so much. Means so much you say that. You're a real one as well, sweetheart. You two are the future for real. Yeah. And you gotta know that and feel that in yourself, right? And it takes time. It don't happen overnight. Nene, we know this, right? Sometimes you do gotta go through a lot of roller coaster events in order to find yourself, man. And finding yourself is one of the purest things you could do on this earth, is finding you. Everybody is worried about the next person. That's why it's not working out in their favor. You too much gramming, too much worried about what they wearing, too much worried about where they gonna be at. Worry about you. Time is flying, man. You don't want to be 40, you know, fucked up and like I happened to find someone that saved me. I was 44, still, I mean, 42, 44. I was not that I was lost, right? Because I was I was abstinent for a while. I was, finding me, trying to find spirit in me, trying to find, trying to talk to my grandfather and people I lost, trying to wonder why I never had a dad, but my step pops was good enough, right? Like, just you wonder, right? But then it's like, it's not me, man. It's not me. You know, I'm a good soul, man. If you want to be around the kid, that's great, man. You're gonna get great energy and response. I promise you. Don't cross me. That's the Pisces, right? Like it is what it is, man. But that's just with everything in life, I think. If you cross somebody, you should there's consequences for that. A lot of people like to burn bridges, man. Do not burn a bridge, man, that one day could save you, man. But you know, I hate you know what I mean? I'm a happy dude. I just want to tell people, man, it's not y'all. Trust me, the earth is just making a lot of bad apples than they are good ones. So, you know, we gotta go back to love, man. So I see parents that don't even look like they love their kid, man. We used to give me that. I used to be like this with Juju. Give me kiss in my lippy. That soft, baby, that baby smell. Give me Juju, right? Nobody gonna mess with him. Nobody, I promise. Like, yo, you just was like overly, Papa, but he grew up into a beautiful man, man, handsome and great. Like that's another thing. It's like he's doing something positive. It's so easy nowadays to go down the wrong lane, man. And nowadays, it's not like back in the days where you could take a little detour and come back. Nope. Now the detour, the bridge broke. You can't even come back. The train ain't working. You on that side now, man. Be careful where you go, man. Be careful who's in your circle. Let me see that. Never let anyone tell you that can't. Yup, that you can't, shouldn't be in your vocabulary. No matter what, anything is possible for sure. Yeah, the word impossible, the word you can't, the word shouldn't, right? Like there's certain, sometimes you just gotta, and it's not even taking a risk, it's just, just being out there, man. Figuring, but figure you out first before you out there, because it is a jungle. People can manipulate you and wean you down a path that you wasn't chosen to go. So be careful, man. There's a lot of humans that are like, as soon as I'm saying this, it goes, Patreon, join my shit. Yo, I got a 6-day course, $8 1 million. Yo, 69.99 a month, man. So you could hear me say the same shit, but a different suit. Like, what is y'all doing, man? YouTube is free, man. And yes, if YouTube wants to pay me, that's another thing. But I'm not supposed to engage with my audience just for the for this. That's crazy, man. Especially during these hard times. Nope, I ain't jacking it, man. I don't think that's cute that people working hard and then give you the bread and then you go buy a Louis purse or new sneakers and then you showing it off and it's like, yo, my nigga, yo, stop, man. Stop. Amazing. Yeah, and then they one of them ones, man. Then they wanted and with the Scarfo, her pops, like I already know her life was such a not even chaotic, but just wild enough that she had to learn early. Understand me, right? So shout out to Nene, shout out to Christy, shout out to my wife. You know, a lot of women have to learn early and put on them boots, them man boots, right? And be more manly than some men. That's what's going on now. That's why a lot of women don't respect. You know, you got a lot of people just not acting like they supposed to act, man. You gotta do better, man. And then you girls are cool, man. Like I said, man, life is what you make it. Like Nene said, never doubt yourself, never feel like you're not supposed to be where you headed, right? And I know a lot of times you go into these situations or these groups where, you kind of stick out or like, but it's okay. You're supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Just, and a lot of times another great advice is if you're working, go to work and then go home, man. Sometimes the work politics could get you fired, and I don't like that. I don't like if I don't go to your barbecue, you're gonna look at me crazy. It's like it's okay to just come here to work. Why everybody wanna play, you know? But yeah, man, I got a great audience. You heard? Motherfucker, yo, other pages, you got niggas doing backflips and trying to, entertain and meanwhile we just hear like this, bang, 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 bang. You heard? Just figuring out, making sure people understand, and feel that energy. You gotta feel it. I know it's hard to feel from a phone, but see my videos and you're gonna see what I mean, man. It's great to be you. It's great to be not like them. Yo, peep the sheeple effect. Yo, I go to restaurants, everybody on a phone. Me and my baby, she might do a couple little things, look on YouTube for me. Da, 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 da. We put the phones over there, hold her hands, engage in convo, make her laugh, bug out. She throws some shots at me. You know what I mean? Like, but what's going on with that? Like, we can't even converse with each other, and then get mad that we don't know each other. My nigga, you don't spend every day on that phone. It's okay to ask, yo, how was work? How was your day, ma? You want me to massage? You want me to hit that? What you want to eat? What you want? You know what I mean? We so worried about ourselves that in the end we can't give if you fucking always taking. You can't give like that. You gotta know how to give. And I'm not saying give to feel that like, oh look, I gave a homeless nigga. Nah, man. You gonna know when it's time to give and how it feels, right? Even if it's 50 cent, it is what it is, man. Listen, George, this is how it goes. Sometimes you flush, sometimes you're bust. Yeah. And when you're up, it's never as good as it seems. And when you're done, you never think you're going to be up again. That's a fact, hell. But life goes on. Money isn't real, George. It doesn't matter. Only seems like it does. Yo, let me tell you, Hellboy, uh, like that is a dope. I saw this guy asking folks for flowers, but he can't sing. Yo, Nene, random. If you won't ask, at least have a talent. At least, right? I don't know, man. That's why it's good to be talented, man. Cause yo, I always loved the story of Jewel. She was a homeless girl, and they found Jewel, right? They found her singing with the guitar, and she ended up being a successful star, man. Don't stray away from your talent. Even if your work is diabolical. That's from Blow, great movie. Hellboy, I know. Once you said George, you know who that is, right? My man George, one of the biggest can weed, you know what I'm saying? He bought that weed and heavy, and he started dabbling with the Tony Ayo. But yeah, man, one of the dopest movies, especially because it's like a lot of factual in it, man. Got out the game, came back, got out the game, came back, and then the last time he was like, "I'm really done," but they pulled him back in, man. That's one of my favorite movies. That's a fact. Blow is so dope, man. Yo, shout out to what's my man's name, man? That's the dude I was saying. That's motherfucking Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp, man. I like 5 years ago, Johnny Depp had this little thing. He was like, yo, I'm 62 years old and still look, he had like a cologne commercial. I was like, nigga, damn sure look good. What the fuck you doing? That wine must be really hitting you, Johnny. Yeah. Yo, you saw Johnny Depp's case with that her whatever that lady name, yo, she took a shit on that man's bed. She did a numero dos on the king size. Jewel. Yep, Jewel is fire. She was living in her car. That's what it was, Nene. See? But she was homeless, right? Like she was at that time, that's what real like, yeah, that's homeless, man. I don't like people like living in their car thinking that that's like nah, that's not the next that's not the new step. That's called homelessness. I can never look at her the same in Pineapple Express after the trial. Yo, facts. Hellboy. And she was in Aquaman. Word, man. Yo, what was the joint, Nene? Not like damn, he was in a police show. Damn. Yo, one of his early acting joints. Everybody look it up. Johnny Depp was in this like weird police show back in the days, but it was funky. Like even when you watch it now, like the way they filmed it, you know what I'm saying? What up, fan bow? What up, fan bow? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What up, Hope everything good with you, man. 21 Jump Street. Get out of here, Hellboy. What up? 21 Jump Street on niggas. You heard? Remember that? Yo, if you watch 21 Jump Street, they got actors in that joint that ended up being. I love old shows. Like, remember, I think it was called Moonlight. Bruce Willis was in there when he had hair. Nigga, I'm talking about Bruce when he had hair. Yo, everybody, moment of respect for Bruce. I heard he's dealing with dementia really bad, man. Bruce Willis, one of my illest, Die Hard, one of my illest movies, man. You play time something, yup. 21 Jump Street. Then I have friend that looks like Johnny when he was in the 20s. Is crazy, girl. That's fire though. Johnny Depp is when he was that guy. You gotta give respect where it's due. You heard? And no Momo, man. But yeah, Johnny Depp one of them ones, man. And he does dope movies. I like his movie selection. But yeah, man, Johnny, man. Shout out to Johnny. And I also like Yo, you know what's wild? Johnny Depp got I think he bugged out after because he was with River Phoenix when he over remember there used to be a club called what was it? Penguin or some it had a weird cool name, but they used to chill the cheetah room or some shit, right? And they all vibe room, vibe something weird. But yeah, man, River Phoenix, that's Jacqueline Phoenix, the Joker. That was his brother, man. He doesn't even remember any movies that he was in. It gotten really bad. I pray for that man. Yeah, Hellboy. Shout out to Bruce Willis, man. I told you Bruce went to my school with. Damn, shout out to Bruce and your parents. He was a dope kid, right? Probably. Y'all remember Freaks and Geeks? Yo, we are throwing it back out here, man. Yo, my parents at night used to watch this weird monster show. I think it was called Monster TV or Monster, some weird shit, bro. It was like this weird monster, bro. Now I'm not talking about the Crypt Keeper either. Yo, that's another thing. Yo, when it got nighttime, they had some shows for our parents, man. They had Tales from the Crypt, and then they had this monster thing that had it. It was a show that had like different little like it didn't connect. It was just each show was like a little monster show, right? Like some creepy shit. The Viper Club. Thank you, fan bow. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fan Bow. And Nene, that's so cool, girl. I love him as an actor. Feel bad. He's sick now. Yeah, man. Age, man. You gotta take care of your temple. A lot of folk in the 90s that booger sugar was real, man. And I just want people to understand that booger sugar wasn't looked at like it's looked at now, right? In the 70s and 80s, booger sugar, aka the yayo, aka you already, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, that shit was like nose candy for real. He was a theater geek. That's what's up. Shout out to Bruce, man. Thank you, Nanny. And that's what I mean about connecting. That's what I mean about actually giving a fuck. So you don't feel like you lost when you actually care. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, man. But that's a fact, man. Fucking Bruce, man. Gonna lose a great one. A lot of movie stars suffering alcohol and drug play a big part. Yeah, fan bow. Twilight Zone. Hellboy. Tales from the Crypt. He was wild. Remember that fucking skeleton? Yo, that laugh, nigga. I go to sleep with that laugh and the shoo. But yo, Twilight Zone was another. Yo, I never forgot the Twilight Zone about the dude in the airplane, and he looked, and there's a creature on the wind, and he's trying to tell. First of all, it was a remake of like the original, right? But long story short, he like, yo, there's a fucking monster on the joint. Everybody like, yeah, all right, man. Yo, remember Puppet Master was fire too. That shit, that was a real low key good movie. Kung Fu Theater. Yo, what up, Miss Go? You slid in, man. I like that. What up, Miss Go? Hope you doing good, man. Hope everything great. Thank you for rocking with the kid. Fan Bow, Puppet Master was one of them joints, man. That shit went all the way to Puppet Master like 6, 7 or some shit. It kept going, nigga. But yeah, man, my man's in an airplane and he trying to tell people, and this creature is destroying the plane though. Like that's another thing. It's not like it was just a creature out there. The monster was wilding, man. She said that skeleton guy had blue. Yeah, man, motherfucking had blue. Nigga looked like Leonardo the Skeletor, whatever, man. That nigga was skinny, skeletorious. But yeah, that show was amazing, man. And I keep forgetting what they call that. It starts with an A, like an anthology, right? Like it's not. It's like mini joints. Like it's not like it continues from that. You know what I'm saying? It always had different actors in it. So I like those joints. You know what I'm saying? Barnabas Collins from Dark Shadows used to scare me the most. Even Are You Afraid of the Dark? Shout out to Nickelodeon, man. Shout out to Nickelodeon. Are You Afraid of the Dark, man? They made movie out that show. Oh, they did? Samuel Jackson Snake on the plane. I was in the movie watching the in Detroit and somebody snake in the motherfuckers always doing wild shit, man. Yo, remember the Batman joint when my son went crazy? Tales from the Crypt. Yup. Shout out Miss Cove, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody rocking, man. Shit be wildin'. And look, it say on my end it said one or two people in the room, and I know I got like YouTube diabolical. You heard? Tales from the Crypt had a lot of yup, yup. Y'all too young to know about Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows was the shit. You heard? There was a couple of yo. I'm telling you, there was a lot of joints like Twilight Zone, Dark Shadows, like we were definitely in the 90s. It was like a horror thing, right? Because that was the birth of Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. I think some of them were the 89, 80, whatever, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? We even had Predator. That shit was kind of scary a little bit. Predator 2 with Danny Glover. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Um, what other what other besides like we have Freddy Krueger, Jason. There was somebody else besides Saw that was later. But yeah, we had a lot of killers, man. Oh, Hellraiser. Yeah, yo, Hellraiser was a weird one, bro. When I saw that shit, and I was like a little kid. I'm like, you trying to understand, like, but Hellraiser fed off of lust and the pleasure system, right? You wanted pleasure, he gave you pleasure on some on some wild shit. You heard? Leatherface, yo. That's all from my man Ed Gein, man. There was a real dude that used to kill people coming down that Texas roadway, man. Well, Ed Gein was more. They took his story because he was like he made like a lamp with skin. I think he was like a weird motherfucker. Ed Gein, Ed Gein. They birthed a lot of folk that was just like creepy niggas back then. I'm sorry, I gotta take these sneakers off and put the chanclitos on. Gotta put the chancla season, man. Look at that beautiful view, y'all. Give me 22.2 seconds on them. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see this. All right. Sorry, y'all. So sorry. Leatherface, man. Ain't nothing like that. A dude chasing you with a chainsaw, man. They knew how to play with our fears, man, because think about that. We had issues. Some of us had like, nightmares and shit. And guess what they gave us? They gave us Freddy Krueger, man. Ed something, Ed Gein, right? Ed Gein. Now I've got the chills. I remember watching Friday the 13th during a huge snowstorm, home alone, and someone was not gonna. Yo, how come? Yo, is that me, Nene? Or everybody at Gene? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss Golf, thank you, thank you. Yo, was that me or um? when you used to watch scary shit, like things used to play. That's why I say life is like a movie. Cause just like she said, perfect atmosphere, snowstorm, crazy light flickering, maybe get a knock on the door, like yo, get out of here, right? You be watching Kuko movies and you see like a shadow or something. You're like, yo, why you? I think and that brings that energy, right? Like, scary brings that negative, right? I don't know, man. Yo, Frank, Exorcist was nasty, scary. Holy guacamole. Oh man, low key. Remember that shit with the ball with the yo, that shit was Kuko, nigga. They don't know. Because remember, look, everybody, if you don't know, back in the days, they didn't have CGI, right? They didn't have computer green screens. So a lot of things had to be, if they wanted to look like a certain area, they had to either go overseas or, film. But everything was like, they had to make a real puppet of that creature or this or that, right? And I think that's what made it creepier was that it was no CGI. It was just like real scenes, real, you know what I mean? Sounds and that like, oh my God, man. Yo, how many times I remember there was a movie going around and motherfuckers thought it was a snuff film because it was so crazy from Japan or some shit. Remember snuff films? I don't know if y'all know, but snuff is meaning like it was like a real joint, like a real, film people thought or was. I was definitely afraid of witches as a kid. Yeah, witches. Yo, what was that? The weeping woman. Yup. You hear that voice in the. Yup. Get me out of here, Frank. Yo, Nene, Hellboy, Fanbow. What was that movie with the little mice? She turned the kid into a mouse, and it was witches. That shit scared me for real. Do y'all know that movie? Please, Nene, Fanbow, Hellboy, Frank, somebody, man. Sorry again. Alright, the movie had cool actors. I think Meryl Streep was in it. But long story short, she turned the kid into a mouse. Him and his boy, I think. And through the whole movie, they trying to this movie was dope as hell. But yo, witches that from that day, I was like, yo, there's real witches. I'm scared of hell. I still remember we still believe in Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus. He was coming through the fire escape. We believed in all of that. I'm still howling. Remember that? That wolf, that dog. Yeah, man. Werewolves, man. That shit. Yo, they had some great movies, man. Like that were creepy, creepy, man. And the storyline. They had good writers too. The Weeping Woman, man. Right, sweetheart. I'm not scared now, but 105 German Shepherd and a nine. Yeah, nene. Thank you for last name, guys. Appreciate you both. Yeah, sweetheart. Omen, man. That was that joint. Damn, what's the movie about the kid that got turned into the mouse and with the witch, man? Somebody look it up, man. I think Meryl Streep was in the movie, man. It was an old witch movie, man, but that shit bugged me out. Turned the kid into a mouse. I said, "Holy moly!" Yes, my mom always had a that type of dog. Yeah, shout out to the German Shepherds, man. I love when I saw a video of a guy literally speaking in German and the dog the orders was already in the DNA. You heard? Sixth Sense. That was a great one. That was a flip. That's when that's what gave who's my man that directed it? He has a cool name, man. Shyamalan, right? M Night Shyamalan, man. Some shit like that. That dude, mother mother freaking started making some bugged out movies, man. I even like the superhero one. Remember the superhero with Bruce Willis in it, where he ain't even know he had the strength. Yo, Bruce Willis, yo, that was his goat, man. He did Sixth Sense. Poltergeist was another one. That TV set got a kid. They tapped into the spiritual life and made us like, whoa, man. Shout out to movies, man. Let me see. Yeah, man. German Shepherd, a beautiful creature, man. But yeah, we had some great ass movies, man. We definitely did. I ain't gonna lie, man. If you guys have time and think that the new movies sucky, go check out the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? We had some great, and yo, we had amazing family movies too. Home Alone, the one with the dog that goes back to the family and shit. Like, yo, we had some dope ass joints. Even Batman. I like Batman. Danny DeVito. We had a bunch of cool ass movies, man. But our horror selection was on fleek, man. That Hellraiser, Jason. Yo, I seen T-shirts with the top, right? Like you seen T-shirts with all of them together, cause yo, they still haven't bred. They got maybe Saw and Scream, and I think Freddy killed both of them. You heard? But yeah, man. Let me see. My grandma believes evil spirits. Yep, come through mirrors. Yeah, the mirror thing. I seen a couple movies with the mirror talk, with that mirror, that portal. Said in Portugal they grew up believing it, so she tells us, and I get scared at night. Yeah, with mirrors, yo, mirrors are portals, man. Mirrors, yo. I seen movies where the dude turn around and his reflection is still like doing evil shit. That poor girl from Poltergeist was on Happy Day. She died suspiciously. That's wild. I always thought, damn, she would have blew up, right? That little blonde haired girl, man. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and she turned around with the and they're watching or something, right? What was the line? She said some shit, and it was like, "Holy moly! Thank you, Miss Cole, Hadouken." Did a Hadouken on niggas, you heard? Yo, man, 1990s, $8 was. I was about 8 years old on the tip, you heard? But damn, man, we had some classics, B. I loved it. My head coming through. Man, this is just like waking up here, but when I put the water and get the real salsa merengue going on, yeah, baby. Look like motherfucker from Scarface, B. Now, but yeah, man, Miss Cole, thank you, everybody. Yo, I'm running. I'm getting hot. I see you tomorrow. You know how that go. Darius, I hope you good, man. Frank, thank you for everything, man. Sweetheart, Nene, Christy, Miss Cobb, Hellboy. I'm gonna go down all. You know how I do, man. You know how I do. Fan bow, man. We got Sweetheart again, man. Frank, fan bow. Everybody, man. Hellboy, Miss Gov, Nene. Oh man, we had a great group. We had a great one today. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody. Angela Houston and it, which is that's right. And yeah, yo, shout out to Houston, man. Yo, everybody have a great one. Peace. $8. Peace. Ain't random. We outside. We inside. We everywhere. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. You don't know it's getting hot, and I'm dying right now. But I appreciate everybody. I put the chanclitos on. I'm chilling. Whoever's going to eat rice and beans tonight, have a great meal. I hope everybody has a great day and remain positive. Sweetheart, thank you for talking. Nene, thanks for the advice. You know what I mean? Everybody, thanks for being y'all. Thank you, everybody. Peace. Thank you, Mr. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, thank you. Bye, everybody. See you guys. Your word. See you guys another one, man. Later, y'all. Mañana, mañana, tomorrow, tomorrow. Peace. $8, $8 random. We out of here. Bye, everybody. Bye, y'all. Take care. I hope you guys have a great day, man. Hearts up for you guys. Stay positive, man. Look at the beads on the arm, man. Got the energy. I feel it. I feel good, man. Thank you. Peace. Random. Y'all be good. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Frank. Everybody, thank you, mi gente. Thanks for being